Hi, good morning everyone. So hope your civil service preparation is going on good. This is the Kingmakers IAS Academy Good Morning Test, which consists of 10 questions of your daily current affairs. This will be presented by me, Ramya SR, a faculty at the Kingmakers IAS Academy. So today we will be looking at the good morning test of the 26th of July 2019. Yes, moving on to the first question of the day. Anti-profiteering measures. The term is associated with which of the following? Money laundering, goods and service tax, plastic waste management, International Solar Alliance. So the answer is your goods and service tax. Yes, the National Anti-Profiteering Authority, that is your NAA, has been constituted under section 171 of the Central Goods and Service Tax Act of 2017. Profiteering means unfair profit realized by the traders by manipulating prices, tax rate adjustment, etc. So option B was correct. Section 177 of your CGST Act states that it provides that any reduction in rate of tax on any supply of goods or services or the benefit of input tax credit shall be passed on to the recipient by way of commensurating the reduction in prices. Yes, functions of this authority would be to ensure that the benefits of the reduction in the GST rate is passed to the ultimate consumers by way of a reduction in prices by the traders. Yes, moving on to the second question of the day, it is with respect to your Project Tiger. So this is a statement based question demanding for correct statements. It is a centrally sponsored scheme, yes, by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. That is also correct. It is administered by the National Tiger Conservation Authority, that is your NTCA, that is also correct. It aims to protect the tigers from extinction by ensuring a viable population in their natural habitat. So that is also correct. So all the above statements are correct. Project Tiger was launched back in 1973 with 9 tiger reserves for conserving the national animal of India, that is your tiger. Currently the Project Tiger coverage has increased to 50, spread out in 18 tiger range states. In 1973, the Project Tiger was launched in the Palamau Tiger Reserve and various other tiger reserves were created in the country based on a core buffer strategy. So about this particular Project Tiger, it aims to protect the tigers from extinction by ensuring a viable population in their natural habitat. That was the statement 3, which is correct. It is a centrally sponsored scheme of the Ministry of that's MOEF, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. It is administered by the NTCA. So that was the statement 2. So these are the various tiger reserves. So the map says the same. Yes. So let's look at what is buffer area. It is the area peripheral to the critical tiger habitat or core area, providing supplementary habitat for dispersing your tigers, besides offering scope for coexistence of the human activities. The limits of the buffer or peripheral areas are determined on the basis of scientific and objective criteria in consultation with your Gram Sabha and an expert committee constituted for this particular purpose. Yes, moving on to the third question of the day, that is with reference to your tiger census in India. It is conducted by the NTCA. Yes, that statement is correct. It is a biennial report based on the mobile app named M-Stripes. No, it is not a biennial report. It has been conducted every 4 years. The last census of 2014 had reported 2226 tigers in the country. Yes, that statement is correct. So 1 and 3, that is your option B is correct. Looking at the explanation of the question, the first tiger census conducted back in 1972, counting of the majestic tigers done in every 4 years by the NTCA, that is your National Tiger Conservation Authority, right? And some important facts from your tiger census of 2014. India is home to almost 70% of the world's tiger population and a total of 2226 tigers were estimated as per your 2014 tiger census report. Karnataka becomes the state with the most number of tigers in India and the total tiger count in Karnataka is 408 as per the report of 2014. Yes. Now next is with regard to your map. Which of the following countries are bordering with your Black Sea? So your options are Ukraine, Russia, Bulgaria, Romania, Georgia and Turkey. If the correct answer for this is all these 6 are bordering the Black Sea. Yes. So this is the map, the Black Sea, there is your Romania, your Bulgaria, your Ukraine, Russia, Georgia as well as your Turkey. Yes. Next question is with regard to your naval technology. So the term catobar and stowbar is related to which of the following? So your answer is aircraft launch system. Yes, so the explanation, catobar is nothing but catapult assisted takeoff but arrested recovery, or catapult assisted takeoff barrier arrested recovery. That is your catobar, expansion of catobar. It's a system used for the launch and recovery of aircraft from the deck of an aircraft carrier. Under this technique, the aircraft launch using the catapult assisted takeoff and land on the ship, that is your recovery phase, would use arrestor wires. Yes, the stowbar, it's nothing but short takeoff but arrested recovery. It is a system used for the launch and recovery of aircraft from the deck of an aircraft carrier, combining elements of both the short takeoff as well as your vertical landing, that is your STOVL, with catapult assisted takeoff but arrested recovery. The aircraft launch under their own power using a ski jump to assist takeoff rather than a catapult. That is the difference between your catobar and your stowbar. Compared to the catobar, the stowbar is less expensive to develop. It is easier to operate than the catobar configuration, which requires a large number of operators to launch the aircraft. And lack of any moving parts in the ski jump, as opposed to your catapult, makes it less expensive to maintain the launch system. Yes, moving on to the sixth question of the day. It is a statement based question with regard to your INS Vikrant. So it again demands for your correct statements. It is India's first indigenous aircraft carrier, that is your IAC. Yes, that part of the statement is correct. It is being built by Cochin Shipyard Limited. Yes, that is also correct. It works on short takeoff but arrested recovery. That is your stowbar mechanism with an angular ski jump. Yes, that is also correct. So all three are correct. That is your option D is correct. The country's first indigenous aircraft carrier, that is your INS Vikrant, is in an advanced stage of construction and will be delivered to the Indian Navy in 2020 for advanced trials. Vikrant, weighing 40,000 tons, is being built by the Kochi Shipyard Limited. It works on short takeoff but arrested recovery. There is your stowbar mechanism similar to the present carrier. This is also an aircraft carrier, that is your INS Vikramaditya, with an angular ski jump. Yes, and the ship is powered by 4 General Electric, that is your GE gas turbines. Moving on to the next question of the day, that is a statement based question with regard to your POSCO Act, right? Yes, so your POXO Act is nothing but prevention of sexual offences against the children, right? Yes, that is not given anywhere. So let's look at the statement based question. It defines a child as a person below the age of 18. Yes, this is correct. The same has been defined in your Juvenile Justice Act also. It does not provide for any period of limitation for reporting the child's sexual offence. Yes, that statement is also correct. So both the statements are correct. So features of the act are, it is a general neuter act which has been enacted to strengthen the legal provisions for the protection of children from sexual abuse and exploitation. So the POXO Act of 2012 defines a child as any person below the age of 18 and provides protection to all children under the age of 18 from offences of sexual assault, sexual harassment as well as pornography. And the Act does not provide any period of limitation for reporting the child sexual offences, but it provides for the establishment of a special court for trial of such offences and matters incidental thereto, right? And the Act stipulates that a case of child sexual abuse must be disposed of within 1 year from the date on which the offence is reported. Yes, moving on to the 8th question of the day, that is with regard to your Global Gender Gap Index. It is an index designed to measure gender equality in the major and emerging economies. That is correct, and it is prepared by your World Economic Forum. That is also correct. So, but the question demands your incorrect statements, which means that your answer is neither 1 nor 2. That is option D is your answer. The Global Gender Gap Index is an index designed to measure gender equality in the major and emerging economies. It is prepared by your WEF. Yes, it benchmarks 149 countries on their progress towards gender parity across 4 thematic dimensions. So, these are the 4 themes: economic participation and opportunity, educational attainment, health and survival, and the last thing is your political empowerment. In addition, the 2018 edition studies skills gender gaps related to your artificial intelligence, that is your AI. Yes, moving on to the 9th question of the day. This is a polity based question, right? Which principle among the following was added to the directive principles of the state policy, that is part 4 of the constitution, by the 42nd Amendment Act of 1976 to the constitution? Yes. So, among the options given, participation of workers in the management of industry under section 43A was added by your 42nd Amendment Act. Yes. So, what are the other sections that has been added? To secure opportunities for healthy development of children under Article 39, to promote equal justice and to provide free legal aid to the poor under Article 39A, to take steps to secure the participation of workers in the management of industries under Article 43A, this was the question asked, and to protect and improve the environment and to safeguard forest and wildlife under Article 48A. Yes, moving on to the last question of the day. It is a statement based question again regarding the Commission for Agricultural Cost and Prices, that is your CACP. It is an advisory body whose recommendations are not binding upon the government. Yes, this is correct. It is an attached office of the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. This statement is also correct. It submits its recommendations to the government in the form of price policy. Yes. Price policy reports every 4 months. No, this part of the statement is wrong because it is submitted every year. Since the question demands for correct statements, your answer is 1 and 2 only. That is your option A. So, about CACP, the Commission for Agricultural Cost and Prices is an attached office of the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, which is a part of the Government of India. It came into existence back in January 1965, and it is mandated to recommend minimum support price, that is your MSP, to incentivize the cultivators to adopt modern technology and also to raise productivity and overall grain production in line with the emerging demand and patterns in the country. Yes, method of the MSP determination would be like the CACP would submit its recommendations to the government in the form of the price policy report every year separately for 5 groups of commodities. So, there are 5 different groups. Number 1 is your kharif crops, then is your rabi crops, kharif, rabi, sugarcane, raw jute and copra. Those are the 5 different groups of commodities. So, there will be 5 price policy reports every year submitted by your CACP to the government, and this the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, this is not binding because your CCEA of the Union Government would take a final decision on the level of MSPs and other recommendations made by your CACP. Yes, so those are the 10 questions for today. Hope this again aided in your civil service preparation. So, we will meet again tomorrow with another set of 10 questions. All the very best and thank you.